Izzo. Who knows?
I knew Ohio State was going to lose because you're not beating Cassius Winston on senior night with the Big Ten on the line. Mm-hmm. But Rocket Watts banks in 2 threes in the first half, Tate. Well, I mean, at that point, I was hoping it'd at least be close. But when Rocket Watts banked in 2, like the guy in the first half, I think he had like 11 points at halftime. I don't think he made a shot. I think he missed so bad that shots went in. That's like how it was going for him. And the point is, if Rocket Watts can continue to bank in threes at an absurd rate, at an unsustainable rate,
Tom Izzo will win.
Yeah, look out for Michigan
He is
State.
Mr. March.
No, Michigan State's rolling. Cassius is playing just carefree. He's having a ton of fun out there. Xavier Tillman is locking up everybody in the world.
Defensive Player of the Year in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Aaron Henry's coming along. I don't know. It's clicking. Stop me if you've heard this before, but everything seems to be clicking for Michigan
Speaking
State.
of clicking and speaking of bank shots that are basically ridiculous, erroneous, irrelevant, and honestly should not happen in the plausible realm of existence in the world that we live in, Justin Robinson plays for Duke, and he is son of David Robinson. And on his senior night, he opened this game banking in a 3.
Did he really?
It proceeded to have 12 points in this game. It basically
Did he really?
It basically won the game for Duke, hitting 3s. Yeah. In fact,
are you serious?
Yeah, one of them, he shot like basically a wedgie, and the ball was shot from such a terrible angle that the ball shot up in the air like it was controlled by magic of some sort of, I don't even know, demon. I don't know who could be sitting on the sideline, and the ball goes in. The Admiral's there. It was a whole moment. And then, as you brought up ridiculous bank shots, that was how
true?
Justin Robinson banked in a 3.
I didn't watch a second of Duke Carolina.
There was no need to watch.
I was going to ask you what happened later. I mean, I just saw
what
Duke
happened
won,
is Justin Robinson took
Justin
over.
Robinson banked in 3s?
Yeah, to open the game, he banked in a 3 pretty much, and he was starting with the seniors. I mean, this is one of those things where it was just like, what is going on in this world? And Duke played a better game.
That's got to be the least watched Duke Carolina game of all time. Maybe I'm just projecting my own, because I didn't watch a second of it, so I'm just assuming that no one.
Shane Battier in the building. Carlos Boozer in the building. Jay Billis was on his full Duke tilt, like all the way to the top. I've never heard him be so Duke. In fact, the entire game was the most Duke thing you've seen in quite some time. And I think that's why they had it the way it was set up. You know, we knew that they were going to win that game going into it. It was a 15-point deficit before you start that game. It's senior night. The only time that ever worked was because a crazy man by the name of Tyler Hansbrough hit 3s, a la Justin Robinson did the other night. And, that's the update for the Carolina-Duke game. Really terrible. Really hurt. But Duke... They're built for something special in the ACC tournament.
Duke! Duke is ready.
It's Greensboro.
It's gonna happen. I had a couple of comments on my Michigan State experience. Number
one, I just got
turned. No. This is fine.
It's ruffled my feathers.
It's fine. You're allowed to talk on the show. Don't worry.
Michigan State. What about?
They hung a banner after they won the Big Ten. This is apparently something they do. I wanted to talk this out with you because I was told a source close to the situation told me that Creighton also hung a banner when they clinched the Big East when they won on Saturday. How do we feel about it? Because obviously San Diego State hanging a banner with like 3 regular season games left is a problem. I'm torn because technically the regular season is over, right? So like when the clock hit zeros in the Breslin Center, Michigan State had clinched the Big Ten, but their season was technically over. So like I don't think I hated the move, but at the same time I didn't love it. They didn't cut down nets. That's another interesting wrinkle. So there's that as well to consider. And then there's also to consider the whole, like, are they celebrating too soon type thing. I've never seen a place like in love with one team as much as that arena, the fan base is, and with the 2000 national championship team. And rightfully so. It's the last Big Ten title that's been won. But I feel like Michigan State loves that title team a little too much. And it's like they have a whole shrine to it. They have like a video. They have like a statue. First of all, this horrendous looking statue of Tom Izzo is in like the concourse. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a little troll. Like it's like I don't know who made that. It was like some art project that they let like an elementary school create a statue of the guy or what. But
it was Stephen Izzo.
Well, I looked this up. Stephen Izzo was born in 2000. I feel like there's some symmetry here, and this is his first year on the team, I believe. I feel like there's symmetry here. Where like I'm starting to talk myself into Michigan State winning the title. But anyway, they have this whole shrine to the team. I think they show like the 2000 championship game on loop. Meanwhile, there have been more pieces of the 2000 court given out. Like, first of all, they have like a big cutout of the court that was played on in 2000 is like displayed in the arena. And then during the game, they do like during the under 8 timeout in the first half, they're like, could we direct your attention to aisle 7 and section 121, where everyone's going home with a piece of the 2000 court. And I'm looking around like, there's no way they have this much court. Like, they're running out of court. I don't understand. Like, they've given away, they must have given away the equivalent of 30 courts to fans and like auctioned off. I don't know. So my point was, like, they're celebrating that too much. You're looking too far in the past. You're also like hanging the banner too soon. I'm trying to figure out like why Michigan State gets to the title game but never gets the job done, Tate. And that's what I noticed. That was my first trip to the Breslin Center as a fan. So.
It does seem like it's one of those things where they are completely content with the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you reach the mountaintop and you keep pointing back to your, it's kind of like when you're in high school quarterback and you're like, I won that one state championship, and then, it's 15 years later.
Yeah, they put your sign in front of the town, and there it is.
It's like just friends when you come back home and he's like still pounding. You're like, it's over. It's past.
Yeah, I don't know, but
then again, your coach is Mr. March, and even though he may be designed as a troll outside the stadium to remember 2000, he's one of the best coaches we have in college basketball.
That statue's up there with the Cristiano Ronaldo bust. I mean, that was like it's a tough look, especially like the faces. It was strange. So anyway, I don't know. They hung the banner. It was cool. Like we stuck around for the senior night thing. Like it is cool. Like Michigan State fans do not leave for senior night. And Izzo even said that. Like, I appreciate you guys never leave. They try to make it like the best senior night experience in college basketball, and it was cool because they do it after the game. They do like the speeches and all that after, and none of the fans leave. And to be there for Cassius Winston's final game in Breslin Center, it was pretty cool. So
to miss Justin Robinson's final game in the Cameron Indoor facility, that was pretty nice.
Did I make the right decision to go to Dayton and to East Lansing and in the process give up watching the Duke Carolina game, watching Justin Robinson banking threes? I don't know. All right, Tate, let's get into it. Pac-12 update. What do you got for us?
Well, here we are. So basically over the weekend, right, we had our final, well, at the end of last week, right, we had Mick Cronin on the show in our last broadcast, and Mick Cronin basically accepted the award of America's Sweetheart. He is the Meg Ryan of college basketball. Everyone loves Mick Cronin. They want a piece of that man.
Yep.
And, leading up to that, we had a showdown. We had, USC playing UCLA, and a buzzer beater happens. USC happens to win that game.
Yeah.
And America, you would think, would say, wait a second, did Meg Ryan get plastic surgery? And they didn't, because Mick Cronin is Mick Cronin, and they love Mick Cronin.
We love Mick Cronin.
No one cared that happened, or they did not see that, because the Pac-12 came out today and they said, that is our coach. He is the leader of men that we've all been waiting for at UCLA. So Mick Cronin, congratulations, the Pac-12 Coach of the Year, which leads off the Pac-12 update. One of the last regular season Pac-12 update of the year. Yeah, here we are. Also, Oregon. Everyone is back on Oregon. In fact, Coach Lavin, who was on the show, I was watching our quick hits of the day from Fox Sports at Fox CBB. He said, what did he say? The quack attack is he basically just used like every single like coined phrase for how you would describe Oregon in a sentence. But basically, Oregon's going to win.
He went on the Mighty Ducks IMDb page and like
the flying V in the quack attack is going to bring a tournament championship back to Eugene, Oregon. He's like, get your wings out. Like, he basically said everything.
Ducks fly together.
Like every single one of those. Like, win the day. All the things that they've ever said, he said in that moment. And I said to myself, okay, Oregon, that's the team to watch in the Pac-12 tournament. Peyton Pritchard, Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yep.
We get that. We see that. We enjoy that. Chris Smith, a man that we talked about here on this program quite a bit for changing, what UCLA was